Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host, identifying as the Barstool Cougar. Every Wednesday we meet here to talk about important things and important people. This week it's the 2021 Thanksgiving show, and I'm grateful you're here. You'll find out why I'm grateful for cancel culture, for Kirk Minihane's mental leave, and the freedom to express my gender and other avant-garde thoughts. But I'm especially grateful to our sponsor, Smugsy's, sleek and elegant ciggies made with organic cannabis rolled in locally sourced all-natural paper. Look for Smugsy's in the pretty indigo and marigold packs. Okay, first, cancel culture. Why am I grateful? Let's go back to the 1500s, a little bit before I was born. René Descartes, you've probably heard of him, famous philosopher, mathematician. A lot of people say I resemble René Descartes. Well, he coined the phrase, I think, therefore I am. Apparently the backstory is he was searching as a philosopher for a statement that couldn't be doubted. That's what philosophers get paid to do, apparently. And like most men, he couldn't doubt his existence, right? Because he was the one doing the doubting. So he coined the phrase, I think, therefore I am. And it took off. It went the equivalent of going viral in those days, translated into Latin. Cognito, ergo sum, and French, of course. Je pense, donc je suis. Well, fast forward to the Smugsy Show. Cancel culture, right? Everyone, look left, right, everywhere you go, people are being canceled, and I'm grateful for it because without cancel culture, I wouldn't be here. But here's the thing. If you think you've been canceled, ergo, you haven't. And that's the good news. If you think you've been canceled, you haven't been. You heard it here on the Smugsy Show, just like René Descartes, and that's why I say fuck cancel culture, but I'm thankful for it. You see, I fought the woke mob before it was cool, challenged the fringe left, spoke up against the liberal media, and I was canceled until I decided I wasn't. And no one can cancel you without your consent. Turning a phrase from another mentor of mine, Eleanor Roosevelt, who also happened to say, a woman is like a tea bag. You never know its strength until you put it in hot water. Yeah. No one can cancel you without your consent. If you're lonely this holiday season and you feel like you've been canceled, just remember René Descartes, I think, therefore I am. I think, therefore I haven't been canceled. We see you here on the Smugsy Show, and we're grateful. Also grateful for Kirk Minihane's mental leave this season. Why is that? Well, for national security reasons, obviously. I mean, we need people up and off the couch fighting our enemy, not the enemies that are in Kirk Minihane's mind. So, China is our enemy. I think we can all agree on that, right? China imprisoning journalists, oppressing athletes, the young tennis player. Hundreds of thousands of Uyghurs, because they're Muslim, in labor camps, military bases in the South China Sea where they're launching hypersonic missiles that can travel 5 times the speed of sound. We need to fight China. And so, Minifans, if you're out there, you have nothing to do, go sign up. Sign up for the military so we can fight our real enemies. Fat hips sink ships. Okay, you've heard loose lips sink ships. Well, that was yesterday. Now it's fat hips sink more ships. So we're thankful Kirk is off Twitter. Hopefully he'll get some of these other losers, some of these other Minifans off Twitter and fighting for our common enemy. If you're not a Minifan and you want to fight China, okay, I offer you the following challenge. It's something we're starting here, and I'm really excited about it. It's the Bear No Gifts from China Christmas Challenge. You might have heard BNGF bear no gifts from Christmas. From China Christmas. So it's simple. You take the pledge. I, Smugsy Girl, will bear no gifts this Christmas from China. Unless, in my case, unless I do, because I'm the boss and I'm a fictional character. But you would take the pledge and give yourself a harsh consequence if you were to purchase gifts from China after taking the Bear No Gifts from China Christmas challenge. The rules are simple. You can't give a gift that was made in China. You can use the old wrapping paper, but it's not recommended. But in all seriousness, I'm grateful this holiday season for the F words: friends, family, and freedom. Okay, the freedom to express myself as a woman, both spiritually and biologically. I'm equally grateful for the right to keep my pronouns to myself. Okay, my pronouns. Keep them to myself. I'm grateful for the liberty to see the best and worst in people, despite the woke folk label that might have given social cues, identity cues. We can look at people without seeing everything on a checklist, a woke checklist. I'm grateful for this platform, for this ability to be with you and to tell jokes, something uniquely American. And the Smugsy Show is essentially the Dave Chappelle of cougars. And so sit back and relax. A font walks into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your type." A neuron goes into the bar, says, "How much for a drink?" The bartender says, "For you, no charge." What do you get when you toss a hand grenade into a French kitchen? Linoleum blown apart. Bar jokes are tedious, but jokes about German sausage are the worst. I bet you didn't know before becoming a YouTube sensation, I was a banker until I lost interest. Before that, I worked in a blanket factory until it folded. I'm thankful for good health, except that I do have kleptomania. When it gets real bad, I take something for it. Yesterday, I accidentally swallowed some food coloring when I was making pies. My doctor says I'm okay, but I feel like I've died a little inside. Anyway, as our friend René Descartes would say, he also discovered analytical geometry. Without geometry, there'd be no point in life. But there is point to life, and that's why we're grateful. And that's it for this week's show. I hope you'll subscribe to the show, follow me on Twitter. See you next week. You can find all your favorite Smugsy show content at syndicatemedia.net. That's syndicatemedia with a C.net. And happy Thanksgiving. Take care.